You just said, are you saying like the fact that I have options and I said that I have options, that's like harder for me to settle down?
It makes you more reluctant to settle down.
Like you're more picky.
You could afford to be more picky when you have more options.
I mean, okay, I guess.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Like, that's just kind of what it is. Versus, like, let's go back 30 years ago, right? Like, literally back in time. If it was like, if you were in Miami and you didn't have access to the internet, you didn't have access to dating apps, you didn't have access to Instagram or whatever, you'd be far more open to, you know, being in something more serious with a
That's
guy.
crazy. I said that before, though.
Yeah, the internet has made it where women have endless options. So what ends up happening with women is you guys think, oh, the world's my oyster. I can get any man that I want. Why am I going to sit there and settle on you?
Yeah. But that's
men
vice,
too.
Yeah, that's vice
Yeah,
versa,
do
you
it
know?
more.
You guys really think men have as many options?
Yes.
Have you rejected more men, or have you rejected more men, or have you been rejected more?
That still don't mean.
No. That's actually very important. How many times have you been rejected versus how many times have you rejected men?
Okay.
You could probably count on one hand the amount of times you've been rejected, right? But there's probably been thousands of times you've rejected a guy. Every dude that catcalled you, every guy that tried to get your number, every guy that hit you up on Facebook or Instagram. Like, you would probably hundreds, if not thousands of times you've rejected a man. But you could probably count 1, 2 hands the amount of times you've been rejected. That's my point. Okay. Women don't get rejected often, if ever.
Yeah.
And that absolutely plays into your psyche where you think like, okay, I could get almost any guy that I want. Why the fuck am I going to settle on you?
And that's where the delusion comes in, because who tells you that the type of man that you want wants you? And who even lied to you that you have the whole time to be picking the type of man that, bruh, women become useless when they get older. There's no better word to use, but anyway, that's the truth.
If I died, would you remarry?
Well, yeah. I'm 25 years old.
Well, would she live in my house?
Yeah.
Well,
You'd be dead. It's not your house.
well, would she drive my Gladiator?
Yeah, it's paid off. I'm not going to get rid of it. We'd lose hundreds of thousands of dollars if I sold it.
Would she wear my clothes?
Your clothes?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And not my shoes either, hopefully.
No, she wouldn't wear your shoes.
Okay. Well, would she become friends with all my friends that are your friends?
Yeah.
I guess that does make sense. Would you take her to the same restaurants that you've taken me to?
Yeah, because I like the restaurants I take you to.
I guess. Well, I mean, would she use my golf clubs?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
She's left-handed.
That's why I keep on telling you that women have to be led like kids. See, the things that worry women: shoes, restaurants, driving, bruh.
Men absolutely have standards. It's just women nowadays don't respect men who have standards. Those men are labeled as insecure or sassy, or just like the video this comment came from, y'all accuse them of being DL or gay. They have standards. Y'all just make them feel wrong for having them. When men say that they don't want to marry a promiscuous woman, that's a standard, but y'all call it insecure. When men say that they want a submissive woman, that's a standard, but y'all call it controlling. When men say that they want a woman who cooks and who is loving and nurturing, that is a standard, but y'all criticize those men for wanting a woman who's just like his mama. When men say they want a woman who knows how to take accountability, who knows how to actually listen to what they're saying, who takes their feelings into consideration, those are all standards, but y'all call those men sassy. Men absolutely have standards. It's just the women today walk around criticizing those standards and come up with every excuse on why they're not going to do that. That's why so many women are walking around unmarried. Men are not proposing as much as they used to because women nowadays think that walking around with a vagina is all the qualification that you need in order to be a wife. That's why you see so many men now in these casual situations with women. I don't know if that's why you're saying they don't have standards, because they will still deal with women casually, but the standard that they're going to have for a woman that they're just going to sleep with or maybe casually date is not going to be the same as the standards that he has for a woman who he's going to take seriously. You don't need a lot of qualification to be the type of woman that a man is willing to sleep with and maybe hang out with from time to time. That doesn't mean that men don't have standards. It just means that they've accepted the situation for what it is. They'll sleep with you if you let them. They'll casually hang out with you. You might get a Netflix and chill here, maybe an overnight stay there. Depending on the man that you're talking about, you might get a casual date slipped in there somewhere, but most of the time that's all you'll get. And until women start acting like women again, it's not going to change.
So you're saying, correct me if I'm wrong, that because I'm 35, I have lost all of my value, even though I am a successful woman that is making money and financially secure and I'm happy.
No, that's
but
fantastic.
I've lost all of my value, so no man is going to marry
Let me
me.
be very clear about this because
Okay.
women tend to misconstrue this and take this personally. Your sexual market value and how men find you attractive versus your personal success are completely different. For men, it's not, because our sexual market value is dependent on our success and our status and our stature. Women's, however, is not dependent upon that. This is why a man that's a millionaire can easily date a 19-year-old that works as a
Also
bartender.
depends what social economic class you're dating.
Realistically speaking, men are open to dealing with women that are not on the same socioeconomic level as themselves. However, women don't do the same, typically.
See how delusional women are. Who told you that men are looking for women who are successful? You wasted all your years trying to be successful. Now you are old and you can't find a man. And you did the wrong job. That wasn't your job. Your job was just one. Just make sure that you find a good man. Now you are old and you can't find a man. Now you're claiming that. Do you even know about value? You be very careful.
This is what maturity sounds like.
Do you have any questions for him?
Have you ever been married?
No.
Okay, so how do you feel about being with someone that has children and has been married before?
I'm open, especially with our ages now. At first, I wanted to be start my family with the right one, but you never know what God got in store for you, man. So you never know.
Okay, do you have any questions for her?
How your relationship with your parents and God?
My relationship with God is good. I meditate every morning. I make sure I'm grounded. My parents, I have both of my parents, and I'm close with my mom and my dad.
Okay. Got another question. How do you resolve conflict in a relationship?
It depends on the person. Sometimes I kind of feel them out and see if they need space first before I just bring it to their attention. But if they like to talk things head on, then I will do that too.
Vice versa.
Okay.
Okay, is this a match?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
All right, we have a match.
I like the maturity. See how they handle their conversation. See how honest they are. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and let's meet on the next one. Crazy.